Hey guys, I just got back from a week-long trip in the inner city where I basically just kind of served poor people for a week. But now that I'm back, I'm going to get back into that YouTube grind. And as you can see, I'm currently 8-0 at a grand challenge. I decided to hit one up before I go to bed. I have been using this Three Musketeer deck, which I think is really powerful, especially now that the Royal Recruits have been nerfed. I know this was viable before the Royal Recruits were even put in the game, and so I'm assuming that it's still going to be really strong afterwards. I do believe this is the best Three Musketeer deck in the meta, so let's hop into this grand challenge and see how it goes. Okay, we're up against Solnu. Give him the good luck. And starting off, I do want to cycle to my pump. I'll probably just zap his tower, to be honest. We're just going to go ahead and mute him just so he doesn't distract us. There we go. We'll just pump up. Now we'll wait and see what he does. Probably not gonna play Three Musketeers because it's the first giant push. Ooh. We kind of blocked up Miner and kind of didn't. He did waste a poison though. So now that he used that poison, I'm just gonna go mini horde actually. He probably. Wow. I did not see that coming. Okay. We'll just let this Valkyrie kill this. And he did use his poison, so I could even go Three Musketeers at the bridge here. Which is tempting, but I'll just wait and see what he does at this point. Interesting. So, that's not good because he has... If he did not have arrows there, he would have just won the game. But since he did... Okay, I'm going to play defensive Three Musketeers. He doesn't have poison cycle, or he does have poison cycle, but it's okay because I'll kill his giant first. And at this point, it's not looking good, but I think that I can probably make a comeback because he's really not playing that well. The only reason he's winning is just because he has a really, really good deck versus me. I'll be able to pump up in the back, and the only thing he can do is attack it with a miner because he doesn't have a giant to punish. He wastes his miner completely, so this is going to be a free pump. And now I'm thinking... I'm just going to zap that. I might go Miner Goblin Gang just to bait out his arrows. So I think he'll play arrows on that. Then I'll be able to play a mini horde. Yes, he does. Nice. What? Oh, I thought I played Three Musketeers. That was an accident. I leaked a lot of books there that I did not want to leak. What is he doing? I don't know what this guy's doing. I do know that he's about to be in a lot of trouble though because he has nothing to defend this. That tower is definitely gone. And I'm thinking... Yeah, I think I won the game here. We'll just Three Musketeer in the pocket just to make sure that we finish out the game. And there we go. That guy, I don't know what in the world he was doing, but we did get the victory, so we'll give him the good game. GG. Very unusual he was using arrows. But yeah, really the trick there was since he had poison, I could play my Two Musketeers to defend his giant. You always want to play your Two Musketeers towards the side that the giant is attacking. You don't, and the reason why is because you actually want your opponent to use their big spell on the Two Musketeers because then you can use your minion horde. So really, you're using the Two Musketeers to bait out the minion horde. If you just put one Musketeer, then it's just not gonna have enough DPS to kill a giant push. So we're up against Aaron. Aaron. Yeah, we'll just call him Aaron. We'll start off with the elixir pump. And wait and see what he does. I have Goblin Gang in hand, so it'll be pretty easy to defend anything he drops. I will just go Royal Ghost in the back. I'll just wait and see what he does. I'm going to hover my Goblin Gang just in case he does have the miner. We'll wait and see what his next card is to decide what deck he has. Interesting. Just gonna go mini horde high here. I'll play it out of range of the poison. Mini horde is always, and I don't know what these decks are. The good thing is that usually good players don't use arrows in their giant deck, so I can kind of assume this guy isn't like the best player in the world, but he also might be decent. I'm gonna go through Musketeers here because that way they'll get value defending his foot, and that gets a hit. I think, yeah, I don't think that bowler's gonna hit the Musketeers. We're just gonna go aggressive here, try to get a lot of damage because he's really low on elixir right now. So this should be able to maybe even take his tower. I don't think I need to support that. I think that'll finish it off. So that was good. Really the important there was you always got to be using your 3 Musketeers on defense whenever you have the opportunity. If I'd used my Valkyrie on defense, it would have died and it would have got no counter push potential. But since I used my 3 Musketeers on defense, they got counter push potential, and as you can see, they ended up getting a lot of damage on his tower. Put down our Valkyrie. I could play my minion horde since he uses arrows, but then the mini pecker would get a hit on the tower, and also I didn't have a miner to tank for the minion horde once they crossed the bridge. This is looking like a GG. I don't see any ways coming back from this. Yep. And he's just getting desperate. He probably can poison this, but it's just too little too late. The game's already over, so yeah, we'll give him the good game. And that's it. See, we can 3-count him real quick. Not that bad. Even versus like arrows, it's not necessarily that hard to win. It's still a pretty winnable matchup as long as they don't literally play it perfectly. And even then, it's kind of a 50-50 matchup, to be honest. We got the victory against him. It's just really important to always be using your 3 Musketeers on defense. Sometimes before you even pump up, you want to use your 3 Musketeers on defense because then you can bait out their poison or their fireball, and then after you bait out the poison or their fireball, you can get you basically get a free pump because they can't poison or fireball it. So up against Arthur Gamer BR, and we'll go with Royal Ghost in the back. Well, actually, no, I'm going to wait for his move. I don't have pump anywhere in cycle. Interesting. We'll go miner. I could play Royal Ghost, but his Royal Ghost would ignore my Royal Ghost, so it just wouldn't make sense to play that. I'm going to split an early 3 Musketeers. 2, I always like to split 2 towards the sides he's attacking. Splitting early 3 Musketeers is a really underrated play. You only want to do it if you're just trying to cycle to your pump. And then you never really want to support your 3 Musketeers. You can just let them die. Just the idea is to bait out a poison so that you can pump up, or just to cycle your cards. And they can't really like push into your 3 Musketeers. We'll go Royal Ghost in the back. I do have Valkyrie and Gang in cycle, so... Oh, he has Splash Shard. Let's go Elixir Collector back here. Opposite lane of the tower he's attacking. He also could have Expo, but I'm guessing it's Splash Shard. I guess we'll go Valkyrie. I think I'm just gonna go Minion Horde right on top of this just to finish everything off. And then I'm gonna also add a Gang on top of here. Just because he doesn't have log in his deck, so it's not that easy for him to defend this, and it kind of makes him waste cards. Now here, I'm going to go with 3 Musketeers. I hope he uses a graveyard here, because if he does, my 3 Musketeers are going to get a lot of value. He does not use a graveyard, but he's not very happy because he wants to use a graveyard. We kind of have the hard counter right now. The reason I split 3 Musketeers there was because if I had not split 3 Musketeers and he had gotten graveyard, there's no way I could have defended it. So, yeah. No reason to use my minion horde. I'll split 2 Musketeers towards the side he is attacking again. I always like to go 2 Musketeers into the lane he's attacking. Yeah. As you can see, that's just not going to do much on my tower. We'll go ahead and zap his bowler and his Ice Wizard. Make sure everything dies. Not a big deal. We'll just go 2 Musketeers towards the lane he's attacking. I always feel safe doing this when he has poison because his poison takes so long to kill the 2 Musketeers that they basically just kill everything he's attacking with and then get the victory. So give him the good game. Not much he can do in that matchup. I really do have the hard counter, and since I know how to play the matchup, there's no way I'm gonna lose that unless he's like a really insanely talented player. So 11-0, and I think we're gonna get the 12-0 no problem. This deck is like so good for grinding grand challenges. Really, you have to, if you're versing like a good 3 Musketeers player, the only way you can really beat a good 3 Musketeers player is by also like being a really good player at your deck. Like, you kind of have to master your deck. 3 Musketeers is one of those decks where it's like, I think it's really high skill cap. It's relatively easy to play, but it's like the amount that you can get good at the game is really high. We will have to go Miner on defense. Not ideal. I think we even have to go Goblin Gang. Maybe I should have even zapped the Battle Ram, but I wasn't sure what to do. But that's a pretty decent defense, so I'm not going to complain too much. We do get a free pump up. If he does decide to fireball the pump at this point, we could even go, probably not mini horde the bridge, I'd probably just cycle with another pump. So now we're going to have a huge elixir advantage versus this guy. I think it was important there to use the Miner defense, because if I hadn't, I would have been in a lot of trouble. He might try to go Battle Ram again. If he does, I have my mini horde ready. I'm going to zap that to make sure it doesn't get to our tower. Now we're going to have a huge elixir advantage, just hopefully. Yeah, that tower does go down, which is really unfortunate. We'll cycle Road Ghost opposite lane, and then we'll cycle to 1 more pump. And then we're going to have to try to finish off his tower. We're down a tower, which is really not good. Definitely not what I wanted, but we'll see if we can make anything happen. Interesting. We'll Valkyrie. And really, I'm not going to play my 3 Musketeers until I can get value on defense. So we'll wait and see what he does. Or honestly, I'll just go, yep. Yeah. We should have a pretty big elixir advantage now, so hopefully this can get some good damage on this tower. Does it? Ooh, it doesn't finish off the tower. This is going to be close. It does get a lot of damage though, so we're looking decent. I'm going to attack 2 Musketeers towards the side he's attacking and try to finish off his tower with Miner. Okay, we lost. Or can we get down the 3 Musketeers? I mean, he definitely had the hard counter in that scenario. Since he had Magic Archer, there's not much we could have done. That's unfortunate. He's a good player too. I'm gonna rewatch the replay real quick because I'm always curious, like what did I mess up? So I pump up here. And I have a really good defense. I don't think I can complain about that defense at all. I do end up. Maybe, I think what I should have done is I should have split my 3 Musketeers right there. Because if I split my 3 Musketeers right there, then they would have killed that Inferno Dragon and he wouldn't have got a ton of damage from the tower here. I had that nasty counter push, used the Magic Archer, and got my tower. Yep, definitely my mistake. I should have gone, since he already had an Inferno Dragon on the field, I should not have pumped up. I should have known that since he had the hard counter, I really can't risk pumping up, and I should have gone 2 Musketeers in the lane of the Inferno Dragon, forced him to waste his Fireball, or not waste his Fireball, and either way I would have been able to get up another pump, or I would have been able to defend his push. So that was my mistake there. I could have won that matchup. Okay, we're up against some guy who's not very happy. Yeah. We're not gonna make the first move here because I'm nowhere near pump, so it's just like way too risky. And look, if you look how expensive my cards are, I really want Goblin Gang in hands when he pumps up. I could start Royal Ghost, but I also don't have 3 Musketeers in hand, so it's just like, I don't know. I really just don't have a good start in hand here. If I had 3 Musketeers somewhere in hand, I could go Royal Ghost in the back, see if he defends with something big, and I could, you know, use my 3 Musketeers on defense, and then just cycle to my pump. But since I don't, I feel like it's just not a good idea to start. So, I think I'm just going to skip to when he starts this match. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have to play my Goblin Gang here. It looks like he has 3 Musketeers also. Yep, definitely has 3 Musketeers. So, I don't want to play any of these cards. I guess we'll just go with that. It's kind of awkward. I really didn't want to play any of those cards at all. Yeah, I think we're kind of screwed right now. That is not good at all. But now we cycled back to our miner so we can mine his next pump. I'm going to go pump in the opposite corner when he's not attacking. And there we go. He played his 3 Musketeers first, which is very good for me. Now we should have a lot of counter burst potential, hopefully. Actually, to be honest, I'm just going to go ahead and pump up again. And then I'll be able to use my 3 Musketeers on defense here. Yep, I'm just going to ignore that Musketeer on the left side. And he's gonna have a really hard time defending this. You never want to play your 3 Musketeers first like that. But since he did, it's gonna give me. I think I might. Maybe not on this push. We'll pump up one more time. He is completely over defending that. And we're just gonna go 3 Musketeers in the back. We have a huge elixir advantage now. I think we just stack a bunch of troops in this lane. He's not. Well, actually, since he goes 3 Musketeers like that, I'm not going to give his 3 Musketeers a ton of value. I'm going to attack the other lane. And see if I can get some damage on his tower. He shouldn't have enough elixir to play his minion horde, and he's... Oh, he didn't save up for his minion horde. I think that's a good game. I'm just leaking elixir at this point. I just need to send one more miner, probably. So we'll just cycle to another miner, and if he manages to defend this miner, we'll cycle to another miner. There we go. I definitely shouldn't have leaked that much elixir. There we go, so that's a good game. We'll give him the well played. He played that pretty well. His mistake was that he started 3 Musketeers first, and I defended it. I kept pumping up until I had the elixir advantage, and then I got the W. So there we go. Good game, well played, thumbs up. Definitely could have also beat the bridge spam player if I had just split my 3 Musketeers on defense instead of pumping up on the second pump, but it's okay, lesson learned. Gotta learn from your mistakes, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my most recent hog tutorials, and VULKan out.